We have been so lied to and convinced that money has the value that it really doesn't hold. I'm just thinking about what we're living through right now in this world and how these billionaires are just taking. I don't understand how much money they need, but they've convinced us and lied to us for all of these years. They've convinced us to be voluntary slaves. And I know that sounds really harsh, but it's the truth. They have convinced us that we need to work for other people in order to survive, just to have a roof over your head and food to eat. It's just absolutely insane, and it pisses me off to no end. And as they pull more and more from us, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. I am a single woman. I've been a nurse for a long time. I make a decent income, but even I'm now finding myself living paycheck to paycheck. And what's so frightening about this is that not only did they convince us that this is what we should be doing so that we can survive, but most of us are working 40 plus hours a week just to make it, still just to live paycheck to paycheck and still struggle. We're like, we're barely surviving when we should be thriving at this point. And if especially if this is was supposed to be the greatest country in the world, was it? Like, I'm just not sure if that is really true now that the veil is lifting and we are really seeing what's happening. Were we ever great? I don't think so. I think maybe before we were colonized, it probably was great. But since the colonization happened, we have not been great. And we have been lied to. We have been lied to sell our souls for survival. And that is a scary thing. Like, if you don't have any other means of way of making income other than working for someone else, I'm at a loss for words, because look, they knew what they were doing. They knew that if we have to work to survive and they require all of these hours, they knew that that would take away from our ability to go within and figure out our own true desires and purpose, and give us space to figure out how to maneuver and make those dreams a reality. They keep us on the go. They keep us in a state of fight or flight just to survive. Is that really an example of a great country? I just don't believe so. Like, I'm grateful that I have a career where I got other opportunities to do other things, and that's why I started my own business that I pray will take off so that I can create a decent income that does not require me to pour so much into someone else's organization like I've done my whole entire adult life. And just thinking back on my life now that I'm over the age of 50, working for someone else pretty much my whole life, because I started working as a bagger at a local grocery store when I wasn't even supposed to be working, and was getting paid under the table at the age of 9. So I've been working literally for 40 something years, and it just, and to be in 2025 and still be struggling, living paycheck to paycheck as a single woman making a very decent income makes no sense to me. And a lot of it, I will admit, could be my fault. I'm not being a victim here, because it's not that I haven't been trying like everybody else. It's just the idea that why do we have to put in so much and get so little in return, when we are the ones that are supposed to have the power? But they've convinced us that we have none, and we are demonstrating that they are correct, because we're not pushing back enough. Yeah, you can vote all day long, but what has voting really gotten us? Especially when you can vote and have somebody come in and reverse everything that was fought for. We've protested enough. Like, when is enough enough? I know one thing, I'm tired. I'm tired of giving 40 plus hours a week to someone else's organization just to get paid, to dish it out to some bills, and then have hardly anything left. Not to mention retirement. Like, I was hoping to retire in the next 10 years or so. But how is that even going to be possible if these people are taking my 401k? Am I going to have a pension left? Like, what is going on? And why, if this was such a great damn country, is any of us feeling like this right here, right now? Because I know I'm not the only one who feels as if they are struggling, who may be, I'm not living in fear. I'm actually frustrated and angry at this point. But I know there's a lot of people who are living in fear. Think of the elderly who may not have anybody. And especially now with this new administration taking more and more, not only our rights, but our benefits and our services. Like, they're trying to get rid of Medicaid and Medicare. As a healthcare worker, that is fucking scary. Like, I've already heard so many reports about nursing homes and hospitals down south and in rural areas having to close, and the damn big ugly bill stuff hasn't even went into effect, but they're planning for it because they know it's coming. Even here at my own job, they are talking about potential cuts, layoffs, nurses being laid off again. We did this already in 2007, 2008. But this time, I don't think it's going to be as easy of an outcome. We are not going to make it another 3.5 years with this dude. Like, something has to change. And I'm just frustrated, and I just wanted to come on here and just vent real quick, because this is ridiculous. And working in the hospital, if you don't have somebody who's in your family that's in healthcare, I'm so sorry, because this shit's getting scary. It's getting bad, y'all. honestly, and this is not me coming out here to fearmonger you. This is to allow you an opportunity to get some information that you may or may not be receiving, so that you can be on alert for yourself and your family. Because when I tell you this shit is about to get bad, it's getting bad. It's already happening. It's already happening, and I don't even think the big ugly bill shit is supposed to take place until like 2027. But everybody's planning ahead in anticipation of what's to come. So they're making cuts and all this other stuff, so that they can stay up and running. And they're gonna have to run on skeleton staff. We're already short staffed. If they start laying people off, whew, it's gonna get ugly. So I just wanted to vent real quick. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate your time. But as a result of all of this chaos, that is what prompted me to start my own business. It's called Blossoming Souls Nurse Coaching and Concierge Services, and it is Blossoming Souls Nurse Coaching and Concierge Services is my company, where I am helping people heal holistically, mind, body, spirit, and finding alternative ways outside of Western medicine so we can survive in this, because we got to have other avenues. The regular way of life that we've all been accustomed to is about to change drastically, if it hasn't already started to. For some of you, life is going to be different, and instead of us sitting back and waiting for it to happen and then pop up like deer in headlights, because as if we didn't see this happening, we can be proactive and start working toward making changes that need to come. So if you're at all interested in any type of nurse coaching, then please check out my website. The link is in my bio, and set up a free 30-minute consult, and we can talk and see if there's anything that we can come up with. And again, I focus on mind, body, and spirit healing, where I can't diagnose. I'm not a medical doctor, and I can't prescribe medications, but I can, with my experience, educate and provide information that a regular layperson would not have. I've got over 25 years of experience and over 31 years of experience in healthcare, over 20 years of experience as a registered nurse, a huge vault of information about medications, diseases, chronic illness, and how to maneuver it, lifestyle change, and things that we could do outside of Western medicine way of doing things, because all they're doing right now is pushing pills anyway. But we've got to come up with a different plan, because this right here, this isn't going to last long, and it's not going to work with the way things are going right now. Not to mention, everybody is struggling, and we are going to have to come up with alternative ways of being of service to each other, even if that's getting to a point of bargaining and trading and doing things like that to be of service, because shit's about to hit the fan. All right, again, this is not to fear monger anybody. It's just for awareness. And again, if you're interested in coaching, please check out my website in my bio. Thank you.